Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dipshit Delight. I think this is episode 7, if I remember correctly. It's been also a little bit of time. A viewer had requested Long John Silver's. I could not find a way to get Long John Silver's considering I don't have a car, so I couldn't have driven over to them. And the way they didn't show up on DoorDash either. So I figured I'd actually settle for something a step above, which, might be actual food, considering I've heard of Long John Silver's reputation. So we got the good old classic fish and chips, and so, let's get into it. And also, I came a little bit prepared this time. I took it all of the packaging and got some sauce out before I started filming. Figured that'd be a plus since last time I tried to open a sauce packet, I ended getting it up all over my curtains and staining them. And I need to find a way to clean the curtains. I gotta say, these are pretty good. Fries are a little lackluster. They're seasoned well, which is really good. But not very crisp. So the texture's a little off. But they're seasoned well. And yeah, a lot of times I don't really get really well seasoned fries. But the fish is really good. Try also putting some lemon on it. Now these came with tartar sauce. I'm not really a big tartar sauce guy. The lemon is a big improvement. It was already pretty good, but lemon just made that better. Yeah, not a big tartar sauce guy. Maybe one day I'll like it, but from where I stand now, not into it. Fish and chips, though, is a classic. I used to live in London when I was really young, about 3. Don't remember a whole lot. It's 3 really big things I remember. The first being the pools. They were really weird. From what I remember, they were like indoor pools, but if I remember, I think they were like underground. And I thought, like later on when I still remember this, sounds about like 11. So I thought they were the sewers. And that in London, the way people swam is in the sewers. Now, to my credit, the pool was like enclosed in a space that if I remember correctly, you had to take stairs down to go to. It was very dark and cold, and very reminiscent of like something you might see in the movies about the sewers, but like less vile liquid everywhere. Yeah. So, turns out when I asked my mom about that, they weren't sewers, they were just really weirdly designed pools. At least weird compared to the pools we have here. Second thing I remember about London, it was always rainy. Out of all the pictures my family has of me in London, or of them in London with me, and out of all the memories I have, it's always rainy. We're very cloudy and musty and dank and not very pleasant. I don't understand how people in London live. Or really just Britain in general, but specifically London, it's so expensive. Actually, that's just kind of how I remember things being, but the other two memories I had, the first one, or actually the second one technically, is, we had an Xbox 360. And this is how I was introduced to gaming, was at around the ripe age of 3 or 4. And it was with Halo for the 360. And I had fun with that. My first game. But I do remember there being the red ring of death. Anyone who's had a 360 is very familiar with this idea. One day, the console, for no particular reason, would shit itself. And every time you tried to power it on, it would show you the red ring. And you could not do anything as far as I know. So we had to get a new one, which sucked. But I do remember that. Almost out of ketchup here. I actually came prepared because I actually have a bottle of it this time. Third memory. Alright. This is in preschool. And I remember my mom. Well, I think I found a dime. And I talked to my mom about it. And I want to bring it in for show and tell. And she was okay with it. Because, duh, it's a dime. Like, who cares? But 4-year-old me did not know how important this coin was. I assumed it was important. And so I show up to show and tell. Show off my coin. I'm like, hey, this is a dime. It's from America, the country that's better. And show and tell went well. I then decided to play hopscotch with it. For those who don't know, hopscotch, it's got like the chalk outside. It's like you make a bunch of boxes, and then like you skip a rock or stone or something like that, and you go to the thing where it lands on. Very simple, very basic. There's a reason why it's like really a kid's game. If you can even really call it a game. And some kid, motherfucker, stole my coin. Wouldn't give it back. I complained to the teachers. They didn't do anything. Typical teacher, when they see some kid getting bullied, they're like, hey, bully, why are you getting harassed? instead of looking at the actual victim. But me being 4, I was so upset. Dude, I fucking bawled my eyes out. And my mom had to come pick me up, eventually at the end of the day. I was so upset that I couldn't give her back her coin. Now, this dime was nothing special. I'm just 4. I have no concept on these things. I just thought it was special. And I was just crying and crying and crying because I couldn't give her back the coin. And that's something that'll always stick with me. There's no real effect on me. Other than, like, contributing to my hatred of British people. Not as bad as the French, though. If you even call them people. But, yeah. That's it. That's all my stories of London. I don't think there's anything else really that happened. Well, got a bunch of little Crispies that were picked off from the fish sandwich, I guess. Or not fish sandwich, the fucking... It's just the fish, the fried fish. While it was in transit, so... That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you want me to try out something else, leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe. Share with all your friends about me just eating and talking. And catch you in another one. See ya. Thank you.